loading up Hearkenwold and our last save game here. I've made a couple changes to the engine again. What I've added here is there's two things. There's this new button here, which is like a commenting system. And what this is you can do the readme first and kind of read about how it works, but it allows you to kind of type in some comments and send those to us. As you're playing through a module, you can just have like a running dialogue. You can kind of just talk about any issues that you find, or any bug reports, or any, you want to send some compliment to the module developer, the builder. I'm playing Hearkenwold, so you can tell Dorotine, great job he's done on it. Just keep sending feedback, and then I'll get that stuff comes to my Google Analytics account. I copy and paste that onto the forums as I get any feedback, so any comments. But first thing you should do is change your username. I've already changed mine before, and it saves it, so I won't have to change it again. But to send a comment, you just type something in here. This is a test comment. That one. And then hit send, and it sends it. Then I would copy and paste it onto the forums. Okay, so that's one of the features. The other thing I did is in combat, so I'll wait until we're in an encounter to show you that. But I've added where you can zoom in and zoom out the map. So instead of being like right now, this is a 7x7 grid. In the combat maps, it's a 7x7 with panning. But if you don't want to do all the panning and the zoomed in, you can hit this toggle button. It'll zoom out, and you'll be 11x11 grid, the way it was before. So everything's smaller, but there's no panning involved. So you can toggle back and forth between those as much as you want, back and forth, back and forth. Okay. Let's have a look around. An aged dwarf sits here. As you walk through the open door, he does not appear to notice you at first, but murmurs to himself. Their time has come, just like mine. They just don't know it yet. Who? What? Oh, hello there, adventurers, are ye? Sticking your noses where they don't belong. Believe me, I know the type. Have had more than my share of dangerous explorations and unwarranted curiosity. I can still smell the aroma of daring about others. Quite the contrast to the stench of those who would rather stay behind and do nothing. Mayhaps I can ask a favor of you? So there looks like there's a couple of different options for the wizard, elf, and the dwarf. So the dwarf looks like has this option 3 because they're both dwarves. I think I'll go with that one. Of course, elder, name your task and it will be done. I thank you, brother. Nay, more of an honorary heir to my clan will I count ye, if this be done. Hear now the reason for my being in this state. There is an ancient blade, the sword of my clan fathers, that I have tried to locate. I may have been searching for a long time and recently traced its whereabouts to this region. That is why I came to the city of Min. I am sure the sword is nearby, but I can go no further. My health fails me, and my dying wish is to be laid to rest with this dwarven blade. We will see what can be done. Farewell. Okay. So a dwarven blade we're looking for. This one's locked. That one's locked. So is that one. Right. What do we got here? Come in, come in. I am always delighted to see new faces in town. My name is Gellius. You appear well traveled. Tell me about your journey. Where are you arriving from? So let's see. All right, well, I have been staying at Kelton Manor, but more recently I came from Hearkenwold. Kelton Manor, you say? Just terrible. What happened there? Lord Kelton was a fool, you know. His family was from kin. He could have stayed here and enjoyed the comforts and safety behind our proud walls, but he had to go out on his own and develop his own independent land. Now look what has happened. Left to fend off monsters. Everything he owned destroyed. Such a waste. I guess we can be tough on him. Let's go with number 2. I thought you might seem nicer, but your choice of words is unwise. Well, indeed, suddenly I just remembered that I have important matters I must see to. Very nice of you stopping by, but you need to go now. Good day. Do you think we should live long enough to deserve such a reception? All right. Not such a nice guy. Let's see what else. Nothing there. A tent. Some sort. Greetings, friend. Would you like to come in and join our discussion? We have some exotic beverages to share. My associate and I are keen on an intellectual discourse about current events and all worldly matters. I am Lord Randolph, and I sit on the Council of Merchants in this city. Allow me to introduce... Oh, looks like I'm missing a portrait. Professor Carter. I hold position on the board of directors at the Academy and Library. Guiding the minds of Ken's young citizens is my objective. We all have so much to learn and discover. Take a snapshot of it. However, I am afraid there is a limit to the knowledge that can be gleaned behind these fortified walls. Okay, any particular subject you two have been debating? As a matter of fact, we were just discussing the hold that the monastery has over the city and theocratic rule. Might it not be time for another class to assume power? Not by violent means, oh no, but perhaps a move towards shared responsibilities and control. I say, do you suppose you might be interested in joining our efforts? Doesn't sound like it. See, no thank you, I'm not interested. We understand, a shame really, that you do not wish to get involved, but any ensuing power struggle always has the potential to get messy. Our intentions are as peaceful as can be, I assure you. So if you change your mind and would like to learn more, feel free to stop by. All right. Okay, I got two 10 things here. Okay. Invest in a fine long bow. No. We don't use bows. Alright. Blast. Our caravan was attacked by goblins on the way to the city. Barely escaped with the shirts on our backs. We did. I would return home to bring more stock to the store, but I am frightened to step outside the gates. So I have to tell you, there are only scarce few supplies for the more adventurous. Let's see what they have for sale. Okay, so what has he got? There's a torch, coiled rope, grappling hook. Let's buy that. I think you never know. These are kind of different little items, and they may come in handy at some point. And we have the money, so no shop. All right. So I think we've been around. There was one area that I remember Dorothy talking about that we may have missed, and it's probably this table here. So let's do a save. Let's go check out this. Hello, would you like to sample some of my rare vintage? It has aged 500 years, coming from the Sarion forest where the elves now sleep. So let's see what they got. Aha, yes, the sample is free, but I assure you a full bottle of this, even a glass, would be very expensive. It might be worth your while to explore a joint venture with me to establish a trade route between kin and the Syrian forest. The elves are said to be dormant, but their vineyards are ripe for the picking. Not all of us sleep. I will judge your elven wine. Let's use that one. Gloria tastes the sample from the bottle while the man watches on with pale features. His fingers twitch nervously, and the merchant begins to sweat. Quite good. This indeed is from my elven homeland. What a relief. I mean, you see, I told you that there was authentic elven wine, and I must tell you, it is an honor to have you sample this centuries-old vintage. I mean, no disrespect in traveling to your distant wood, but if it is true your people are under enchanted sleep, I see no reason others cannot tend the land until they wake. All right, I'll think about it and get back to you. Okay, so if we come across any of that, we'll keep that in mind. Oops, we step on that. So, you there, I saw you in the lower district, and I also have overheard rumors in the streets. I believe you may have confirmed what I long suspected. Do you wish to learn more of Asherim? Knowledge is valuable. We should hear the man out. I like the way you think, and I do have much valuable information I can share with you. I have been searching for others upon whom I can depend, trust. but not out here, so close to the gates. Meet me south of the city in the center of the grove of trees. All right. South of the city in the grove of trees. Okay, so somewhere over here, maybe in this little tree area. Yep. And we're missing another image. So I'll take a screenshot of that. Okay, when you enter this grove of old trees, you hear a rumbling coming from the distance, a thunder of wheels and shouting voices beyond the trunks. You can see dark figures brandishing torches brightly. Will you stand to face an onslaught of goblins? But these are not like any goblins seen before. Suddenly on a far hill appear several taller apparitions. There is a flash of light as the world goes blindingly white, like snow underneath a moonlight sky. That is, before the darkness comes crashing down. The last memory is that of rough hands taking you and throwing you into cages on wooden wagons and sleeping unaware. The city of kin is left behind. Further and further the caravan rolls, leaving behind, too, the lands of Hearkenwold. Okay, so we are not in Hearkenwold anymore. Where are we? Looks like the prison. Ah, so you are coming around then. Easy now, my friend. I greet you back to the land of the living, or at least the semi-conscious, as it were. Took quite a blow to the back of the head you did. But you were not alone when they cast you down here. If you take a moment to admire the cages there, you will find any of your allies who might have been left behind. I will wait until you are all together, then we must speak quickly now. No, I'm all right. Please continue. Your strength is returning good. Suffice to say, you have been captured. I am sure you do not remember much of the struggle. Do not worry. It will all come back to you. My name is Potiphar, and I have been given charge of processing new prisoners, new arrivals to the pen. This station requires me to patch up any who have suffered serious injury or mark those who look like they might be trouble. I am also expected to keep an eye out for ones with promise to be exceptional slaves. Behind that door up those stairs are some goblins who have fashioned themselves the welcoming committee. After I make my initial report, they will come down here to decide on your ultimate fate. The first thing these goblins will do is take any gear to which you still cling. I'm going to go with number 2. Filthy goblins, and I don't much like those who take orders from them either. Your assessment of the enemy, my good dwarf, is one we both share. As for your opinion of me, please allow an old man the courtesy of an explanation. I had not the strength to fight back when they captured me. I was thrown down here, but I do not wish to die down here. Someone stout-hearted like you is all I have been waiting for. Now listen, when the goblins come for you, do not let them take your weapons. If these monsters take away your ability to defend yourself, to fight back, then you have already surrendered to their oppression. But I'm giving you a chance to use the element of surprise, eh? If you make it past the Goblin Welcoming Committee, you will be able to break out into the wider landscape of Asheron. I need you to find my old friend, Deagle. He usually labors in the ironworks, but honestly, he could be about anywhere. If he's still alive, will you do this for me? Alright, yes, we will search for your friend. You are a good soul. I knew I could count on you to do the right thing. Perhaps not the wisest course of action, but it is a noble mission I require of you and your friends. And once you find Yale, you must bring him these tidings. Tell him this is the day, this is the hour. I will leave you with one final piece of advice. Be careful what your eyes might see out there. It's the second glance that ties your hands as darkness pulls the string. Okay. We'll go with number 3. All right. So what do we got around here? Let's do another save game. Well-crafted vessel is filled with water, a precious resource in the dusty, arid realm outside. There is a water skin nearby that could be used to collect and carry a modest supply. Okay, let's go ahead and take it. Oh. Worn and weary men and women commoners are being kept in this iron-reinforced wooden cage. Among them, you begin to recognize some familiar faces, as if they could be from Hearkenwold or Kelt Manor. All right, let's do number 2. People can find in this space look up at you with grateful eyes. However, as refreshing as the brief taste of water was, even more they long for deliverance. All right. Return. This open campfire will make a convenient place to rest. Will you rest? Yes. So that's nice. Got a resting spot. Oh, a group of goblins are engaged in rolling dice and arguing over a piece of paper. They turn around upon hearing you enter through the doorway. What you doing up here? It is not your time. You mess up our game. Bad slaves must punish slaves. Let's go with number 2. Yep, they didn't like that. Okay, so let's see how we're doing. 24, fine. Okay, so I'm going to show you here. So right now, this is a 7x7 grid where you can pan around. You can see kind of who's here. So if you like the zoomed in look, you can see the details a little bit better. Turn that stuff on. You can do that, or you can hit this toggle button. It'll toggle back and forth. You can do that. I kind of like the zoomed out myself because I kind of see everything and I don't have to worry about it all panning around. But you have both those options. You can choose whichever way you prefer. I'm going to go with this one for now. And 24 and 30. So this might be a good time to try our sweep attack. Use that myself. So now I got the sweep attack. Boom, boom. So I wonder, do I have I wonder if this will make it far enough. Nope, it's too far. So got a lot of spell points. We'll just try that one. That'll reach. And it hit both of them. Or all three of them, it looks like. Boom. Oh, somebody healed. This one's got blast of light, healing. This one has a target range of only 3. Might not make it far enough, but this will hit 2 people. Oh, that wasn't very much. I'm going to do something that's probably not advisable. I'm going to move past them and get attack of opportunity on me, but they missed. Okay. Who should I swing for? We'll swing for that one first. Got the cleave. 7. Okay. So let's do that on here. 12 down. And 13. All right. 1, 2, 13, 15. 2 attacks. So that in combat, that's the newest feature I just added, was being able to zoom in and zoom out. I'm going to add that to the main maps here as well. So right now I'm kind of zoomed in. You can see, you know, it's a 7x7 grid, but I'm going to add a toggle button over here, the one remaining spot. I'll probably put it right here in between these two. I'll put the toggle. And that'll allow you to zoom out, see even more of the map if you so choose, or you can zoom in like this and see more details of, you know, the tiles, the area, and the characters themselves. So it looks like there's a door. For some reason I think I have a blocking squares right here. I'm not sure why that is. Let me take a screenshot of that too. I take screenshots as I'm playing to remind myself of any bugs or things that need to be looked at. I'm gonna come here and it lets me rest. And I don't think that uses up any. So I think this is a good place to stop. Do a save game, and I'll go ahead and stop here and upload this. All right, and then we'll do another one probably tomorrow.